From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Thursday, January 30th. Our first story this morning grabbing national attention over in Washington, D.C. An American Airlines flight closing in on a landing at Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. And you can see the explosion happening right there, crashing with an Army Black Hawk helicopter before 9 p.m. Eastern last night. Latest check, CBS News has confirmed 28 bodies have been pulled from the Potomac River, but there are unfortunately no survivors expected to be found. Officials say 64 people were on board the plane, including U.S. figure skating team members and their families, and 3 airmen were on board the helicopter, which was on a training mission. We're continuing to follow this devastating story as we learn more info as it comes in. Happening today, Lincoln Fire and Rescue will hold a ceremony celebrating the grand reopening of one of their fire stations. Station 8 was torn down and rebuilt at 17th and Van Dorn, construction beginning in the fall of 2023. Officials, including Fire Chief Dave Engler and Mayor Lyrian Gaylor-Bayard, will give remarks and declare the fire station open. Public tours of the new facility will begin at 11 a.m. Also happening today, it's your chance to provide thoughts on winner take all to Nebraska lawmakers. The hearing is happening in person in Lincoln this afternoon. LB 3 would make it so all electoral votes go to one candidate in presidential elections, and currently they're split by congressional districts. We're set to be at the hearing later today, so stick with 1011 for more updates and to find out how you can get your voice involved. In our crime tracker this morning, 2 teenagers in Scotts Bluff County are in court on murder charges. 17-year-old Devontae Castle-Law and 16-year-old Corey Rotherham Jr. are being charged with second-degree murder in the stabbing death of a 15-year-old boy. According to court documents, the teens are seen on video chasing and assaulting the victim. A family member of the victim found him on the curb bleeding from his head and struggling to breathe. He was taken to the hospital and flown to Denver, but died from his injuries. Wrapping things up with your final story, not even 24 hours after the shocking announcement of his retiring, now former head volleyball coach John Cook will address the media at 10 a.m. It's been 25 years since Nebraska had a new head coach, and Coach reached the mountaintop of success while at Nebraska, bringing the Huskers to 4 national titles, among several other great accomplishments. Announced just 10 minutes after Cook's retirement, Danny Busboom Kelly is coming home and taking over the position, but we'll be following it all live here on 1011now.com and our 1011 app. That is your Morning Pulse for this Thursday morning, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.